kids plan the next vacation. Pick 3 destinations and then pick from the best one. Honestly. In a good way.
See ya, MP.
Okay, it's the final game of the NBA Cup group stage, and you guys need a win to advance. MP, what's going through your mind?
I'm not worried. We're gonna win. Hey, that reminds me, bro. There's some new restaurants in Vegas. We need to try, bro. Right. And to all my followers, make sure you go out and get your plane tickets. We're going to the knockout round.
Love the confidence. All right, tell us what it's like playing in a single elimination game like this.
Well, as you know, I didn't go to college. So for me, this is like the tournament. One and done. Losing, you go home. That type of pressure. I live for that. And I'm feeling like I could hit a game winner.
Well, that would definitely go viral and get us some new followers. So yeah, go ahead and do that.
I got you, bro. And for all of y'all, make sure you keep your phones ready, because this is about to be crazy.
Good evening, everyone. This is the 4th and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the Houston Rockets. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And right now, a brief look at the power rankings here at the end of November. It's interesting to see how the teams compare. Taking a look at Denver, they've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they're moving upwards just a bit. Still plenty of work to do, but as they say, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Tari Easton is out there with Alperen Sengun. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. And for the Warriors, Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. MP out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. And both teams, despite losing games in the Cup, still have a chance. But a win here in Game 4 is critical.
Yeah, you want to get into that knockout stage. You have to absorb some blows and land some even better ones. It's not for the faint of heart.
And for MP in this last group stage game, it's very important for him to have a great performance.
Yeah, MP has to be happy with his team's position in this final group stage game. All you can ask for is a chance to advance. Remember, MP's made it known he wants to lift that NBA Cup. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
When you want a momentum swing, RJ, get Jonathan Kuminga in there. He can do the job.
We know that, Kevin, because we see his energy shift in the game. He defies expectations and even sometimes gravity with all the things he can do on the floor.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Here's Gomez. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
Van Vliet with a screen on Bogdanovich. Here's Durant. Another miss by Houston.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Stolen by Durant. Thompson with it. Now defended by MP. No good, unable to end this run. Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Rockets have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Pass to KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Makes it off the glass.
I love the confidence that Durant plays with. The closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And a wide open look for MP. Hands it from downtown. MP's got 8.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Durant, the pass to Van Vliet. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
He may be undersized, but Van Vliet, boy, this man has fantastic touch around the rim.
Curry kicks to Kuminga. Pass to MP. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
RJ, there were questions about the 2 timeline approaching Golden State, but some of those young guys have made a difference.
And some haven't. But those team-friendly contracts of those younger players, that's one advantage. And a way to keep that energetic talent around their young stars.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Rockets trail by 5. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back over to you, Kevin.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. For the Warriors, Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Green. Bogdanovich comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And MP subbed in for Hield. The Rockets also changing it up. Şengün's checked in for Capella. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Kevin Durant. And Shepard subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Bogdanovich out there with MP. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Şengün. Shoots over Jackson Davis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Richard, we know that anytime Alperen Sengun steps on the floor, he's a triple-double threat.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest players to ever have multiple triple-doubles. Sengun is such a great passer, it adds another dimension to their offense.
And Finney Smith gets it to go.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Here's MP. MP powers through the contact inside.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Now Shepard, still scoreless. No good from Beasley.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
MP, cool.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Shepard, guarded by Curry. Shepard with the ball from deep three-point territory. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. MP finds Jackson Davis. Here's Gomez, and MP throws it down.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
It's trailed by 5. There's 1:26 left in the first half of the game. No good from Beasley.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Nice move in the corner. Finney Smith with it. Beasley, the pass to Shepard. Houston moving the ball around. Right block shot. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Sengun's got 8 points here in this quarter. 56 seconds left in the first half. The three from MP. The rebound by Shepard. Rockets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Beasley outside. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Beasley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Beasley's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Here's MP. Rebound by Smith. Here's Shepard. Scoreless thus far. With 1 on the clock. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through 2 quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
You know, I love what they're doing, being patient on offense, getting high percentage looks, keep feeding the beast.
Yeah, some of it's approach, but a lot of it is they have great interior scorers.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Pelicans, they have to be feeling pretty confident. Good teams win the games they're supposed to. We'll find out how good they are.
You can beat a team and still not be a good team. I want to see how they play.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So on the floor for Houston. In the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. Durant is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. Fred VanVleet is a leader for the Rockets. Their coach, Ime Udoka, says Fred sometimes goes against his natural inclination, playing the good cop because Ime himself is so hard on them, but adds, Fred is a grumpy dude. He always finds something to be mad at. We need that with our team. Back over to you guys.
They love his disposition. Okay, thank you, Alan.
I've got to tell you, the athleticism of MP is really showing off right now.
Pass to KD. Shot clock at 5. Durant drawing the double team. For 3, Van Vliet kept alive. Outside for KD. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. KD's got 7 points for the quarter.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous. He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Richard, be honest. Did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
Now Durant, following the three-point attempt by MP. Eason's shot is good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
MP, no good. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. It's a 1-point game. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. We're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Now here's Durant. He's got 11. A miss that time would have put him up. MP inside. Durant's there. And that one's good. MP.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. And then for Houston, Smith comes in for Tari Eason. And it's Beasley in for Fred VanVleet. Şengün passes to Thompson. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Back to Şengün. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. MP finds Green. Back to MP. Misses the 3. Rockets trail by 3. Here's Beasley. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. KD's got his 3rd assist on the night. This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
And here is Durant, following the three-pointer by MP. No good from Beasley. 3 on 3. 43 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. MP, no good.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Smith on the wing. Thompson for 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Gomez. Tough shot inside by MP.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a...
Some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Kuminga comes in for Buddy Hield. And MP subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tari Eason's checked in for Jabari Smith. Kevin Durant comes in for Josh Okogie. Thompson, he's checked in for Malik Beasley. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. Curry is out there with MP. And it's Moody in at the small forward. That's the Warriors 5. Now MP. Beyond the arc. Wow, Curry automatic from deep.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Durant. And that one falls.
They get exactly the matchup they want inside, and it gives them the biggest bucket of the game.
MP. Şengün with the rebound.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Durant down low. Defended by Moody. Good! Some old school moves in the post. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. The Warriors making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Knocks down the 3.
Well, he might be young, but it's easy to see why they go to MP when they need a big-time bucket.
Going up high, Kevin Durant.
Along with Hall of Fame talent, KD is just clutch.
Outside Kuminga. It's deflected. It's Bogdanovich. MP connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Outside KD. Tough 2 from Durant.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
MP. The long shot, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Eason got it to go off the glass.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
The 3 doesn't go. The Rockets trail. 109 left to play here in the 4th. It's off target. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Here's Green. Bogdanovich. And he does not hit. Thompson with it. Now defended by MP. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
The pressure is a privilege. Critical shot from MP. This kid does not fear anything.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul, third team foul.
Here's Curry. So they foul intentionally.
First personal foul, third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Houston. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
Yeah, and it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
He drills the 3. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. Left side, KD. Outside, Van Vliet. So we see the Warriors get the win here. So they finish out the NBA Cup group round as a 3-1 team.
And whether you're focused on the NBA Cup or the big picture of the regular season, early wins like these are great for your team.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. See you next time.